A Thai legend with 250 wins, dropped to the canvas like a puppet with its strings cut by a 19-year-old kid.
When you're dealing with...
5 one-sided massacres in 11 months. 3 knockouts in under 3 minutes total. Using the most brutal, pure Muay Thai, Asadullah shattered the ironclad rule that Dagestan only produces wrestlers. Is this kid just a hyped-up product of the internet, or the real grim reaper of the cage? Dagestan, Russia, doesn't believe in tears. In the Shemilsky district, with a population of just 30,000, the air constantly reeks of sweat and bleach. This is an absolute wrestler's camp. The exact same dirt that birthed top-tier UFC contenders like Magomed Ankalaev. In the summer of 2003, Asadullah was born right here. Here, the only way to earn respect is by drilling suffocating takedowns on a rough mat. Every afternoon, the gyms echo with the heavy thuds of bodies getting slammed into the floor. But Asadullah chose a completely different path. He didn't shoot for takedowns. He didn't drill single legs. He poured all his time into the heavy bags and the focus mitts. A kid screaming about wanting to train Muay Thai and be a striker was a walking joke to those cauliflower-eared wrestling veterans. They watched him practice elbows in the mirror with pure disdain, refusing to even give him sparring partners. In Dagestani fight culture, giving up your ground advantage is like voluntarily throwing away your knife in a street fight. The outcast didn't argue. He just channeled that isolation into the stopping power of his fists. At 18 years old, competing in the Russian National Adult Championships without any protective gear, he dismantled every opponent using pure striking. He took the gold and defended it the very next year without breaking a sweat. But his road to the top wasn't all smooth sailing. In 2023, he put on the national team jersey and traveled to the birthplace of Muay Thai, Thailand for the World Championships. It was his first taste of top-tier cruelty. Facing a local veteran, a totally untelegraphed short elbow slipped through his guard and split his right eyebrow wide open. The moment the flesh tore, warm blood poured directly into his eye. His vision on the right side went completely crimson. Unable to track the punches, he survived on pure muscle memory, stumbling around the edges of the ring. When the bell rang, he collapsed into the corner. His coach frantically tried to plug the gash with Vaseline, and a sponge, blood dripped down his nose onto his chest, and his mouth filled with the metallic taste of rusty blood. During that 1-minute rest, listening to the crowd go absolutely insane for the hometown fighter, it hit him. If he were back in Dagestan, he could just stop the sparring session. But in a foreign ring, nobody pities a bleeding outsider. He bit down on his mouthpiece, forced his bleeding eye open, rejected his coach's offer to throw in the towel, and marched right back to the center of the ring. He survived the most dangerous round of his life, fighting all the way to the finals, relying solely on his right cross and spinning elbows. Even though he couldn't pull off the comeback to defend his world title, everyone remembered the tough kid throwing shifting combinations while standing in a pool of his own blood. Naturally, this blood-soaked anomaly caught the eyes of the major pro leagues. He started to realize that 4-ounce MMA gloves leave zero room for wasted looping arcs. That survival instinct, sharpened on the brink of collapse, completely reshaped his destructive power. In January 2024, Asadullah stepped into the legendary Raja Damnern Stadium. Seconds into the first round, a downward tomahawk elbow found its mark, and the entire arena went dead silent. Facing an experienced Thai veteran, he constantly switched stances to find his range. Finally, a perfectly timed flying knee crashed into the jaw, and the unbalanced opponent slammed heavily into the floor. Carrying this lethal arsenal, he walked into one championship. Here, fighters are forced to wear 4-ounce gloves. The razor-thin padding means every strike feels like bone colliding with bone, and the KO rates absolutely skyrocket. In his debut, a rocked opponent tried to counter with a high kick. That strike triggered the Dagestani's pure instinct, In one lightning-fast rotation, he used the momentum of a missed overhand to chain together a devastating spinning back fist. These unorthodox spinning attacks became his signature mark. 2 months later, after blasting his opponent's legs with low kicks, he capitalized the second they dropped their hands, putting another body to sleep. In December of that year, he faced Dagestan, a Thai fighter with a stellar record. The Thai came out cautious, locking down his guard with careful footwork. Just when everyone thought the fight was hitting a stalemate, Asadullah threw out a probing spin feint. The opponent failed to read the danger and ate the signature combo flush. Sweeps chained into shifting kicks to rip the guard open, followed immediately by a devastating spinning back fist straight to the side of the head. Fight over. This string of terrifying, quick knockouts drew out Tufik, a 15-3 Moroccan veteran who swore to use his durability to snap the kid's streak. After a brief feeling-out process, Asadullah unleashed total, absolute firepower with his legs. High kicks and spinning attacks continuously cracked against the Moroccan's ribs. By round 2, the fight devolved into a one-sided beatdown. Asadullah landed a teep to the midsection, followed by a spinning punch to the target. The second the Moroccan tried to counter, Asadullah threw an upward elbow that sliced right through his nose bridge. Even taking massive damage, Tufik survived on sheer, miraculous willpower to hear the final bell. He didn't get the KO. By using the blood on his opponent's face, Asadullah proved he isn't just a fast finisher, he is a master of cruel, drawn-out torture. For his next fight, he locked his sights purely on a finish. He pierced the guard in seconds, throwing distracting low kicks before instantly going high to the head with suffocating pace. Following a precision counter, he ended the night with a body-to-head combination, making sure to dig one extra heavy liver shot on his way out to 11 months. 5 absolute walk-in-the-park victories. Some haters stubbornly claimed he just hadn't fought any real tough guys. Until August 2025, when Pan Payak, a 2-time Lumpini champion and a Thai legend with 250 wins, stood across from him. Before the fight, the legend vowed to rip the mask off this young kid in the center of the ring. But shortly after the bell rang, Asadullah caught a fleeting opening. A heavy left hook landed flush on the jaw. Pan Payak instantly lost all support and crashed to the canvas, never to get back up. Hey, what is there to say now? KO. Asadullah grabbed the mic after the fight, his eyes showing nothing but a cold, expected calm. As soon as I throw that left hook and he backs up with no guard, the fight is over. That single punch forced the promotion to slide a brand new $100,000 contract across his table. With the Iron Man Rod Tang stripped of his title for missing weight, the 135-pound gold is currently vacant. With his lanky frame and freakish reach, that throne is his. It's just a matter of time. But he doesn't need a gold belt to validate his existence. When the day comes that he returns to the Shemilsky district, covered in battle scars, and those old wrestlers who used to laugh at him on the mats finally step aside, willingly making way and acknowledging this striker as one of their own, the world will understand. This guy crawled straight out of that very dirt. He isn't some artificially packaged internet hype train. He is the most dangerous anomaly to ever come out of Dagestan.